Good morning, friends. Welcome back.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah. Manu, I think this is your first class.
Sir, I have very good morning, sir. Sir, I have watched both of your recordings. It's for this
Okay.
day.
Okay,
Whatever the
fine.
recordings were there. Yeah.
Okay, fine. Great.
Just,
Okay.
uh, just, just before you start, a very small question, sir, over here.
Mm-hmm.
In the while seeing the recording, just one might be it's my confusion. Need to ask just one thing.
Mm-hmm.
The Linux administration, which you are mentioning, some of
Mm-hmm.
the basic Linux I know already, and
Mm-hmm.
this batch which you are mentioning. So, will this both go in parallel on the same slot or on different slot?
No, they will go at different slots. Let me just show you here.
Okay, because actually, the same question I was asking might from the Durga soft also, or the admin people, but might be they do not have that clarity. So there I got the confirmation that at 10 a.m. Both the classes will go. Sometimes that class, sometimes. So I got somewhat confused.
That's not possible, man. I'm not sure why they said like this, but
Mhm.
AWS is at 10 a.m. and Linux we have started at 7 a.m. And we'll
Okay.
start one more Linux at some other class, some other time, maybe let's say morning 9 a.m. or 6 a.m. or something like this. So both will go at different times for sure. So we started AWS at 10. So for next 45 days, it will be only AWS at 10 a.m.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
That makes sense actually, sir. Perfect.
Yeah. That should be the thing actually. Yeah.
And this Linux server, sir, which is already started 7 a.m., is it like long ago or like 10 or 11
No,
classes of?
not 10 or 11 classes, only 5, 6 classes are actually. 2 classes were again basic demos. And then we saw the installation. And today, actually, we saw how to connect to the server. And most probably from tomorrow, we will see how to practice on it or how to, execute commands and how to learn the administration. So, till now, whatever I have done in the Linux server administration, it is on basics and the installation part. That's it.
Then it's fine, sir. I think we can check. Means I can, if I take this batch, I can take those recording also. I think I can
Yeah,
continue with that.
yeah. I'll ask the management to share the recordings with you. Just go through the recordings. And tomorrow is our last session. That is Friday, last session for this week.
Okay.
So Saturday, Sunday, you still have 2 days. You can just go through all the sessions. It will not be difficult for you because you said you already have some knowledge. So it will not be difficult for you. So just go through the sessions. And from Monday, you can continue. From tomorrow also, actually. Tomorrow, come and sit in the class. But from Monday at least, you will complete all the basics. So you will be in a better position to understand everything in Linux. So every day, 10 a.m. AWS and morning 7 a.m. Linux. So most probably in next 45, 50 days, you can finish this complete package.
Sir, Amrish here.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, Amrish.
Sir, the daily we are learning materials, all these PPT or any documents. So
Mhm.
where can we get in the same drive or any different drives? Sir?
No, I'll share a drive with you.
Mhm.
AWS drive, most probably I'll create it on Monday because we will have more joinings till Monday. So I'll create it on Monday.
And
So say
Linux
this
drive, sir?
Linux drive also I'll create most probably, or I think I already created Linux drive. Let me just check it once. Yeah, this is the Linux drive here. So yeah, I'll add you on this drive after completing the session. Just ping me your mail ID on my WhatsApp number.
Sure,
I'll
sir.
add you here. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Fine. Okay. Now let us jump into our AWS. This is our last demo session. And most probably from tomorrow, we are starting our regular class. Regular classes in the sense they will change the link. This is the last day of this particular link. So if someone is interested, they have to take the link from the management. So from tomorrow, the link will change. Okay. And Ravi Kumar, is it your first class here, my friend?
Yes, sir. Sorry, first class.
Okay, this is your first class. So no issues. We have just completed 2 very basic sessions. Actually, you can see all the basic sessions on internet, on YouTube. Our management will share all the recordings with you. Just go through the basic sessions. Hopefully, it will be easy for you to understand. You have any idea about cloud computing or Linux server administration, or are you a
No,
complete
no, sir.
fresh?
I'm very fresh.
Okay, fine, no issues. You are still eligible to learn everything. We have not yet started any regular class. So just go through the
No,
basics of
okay,
the last 2 classes, what we have seen here, and just go through today's class, then hopefully everything will be perfect for you. Okay?
okay, sir. Okay.
Yeah. If someone is a fresher, my recommendation is just go with the AWS first, then after a couple of weeks, start your Linux administration. But in case if you don't have any time, it's not at all difficult for you to learn 2 classes in ADM, my friend. I'll say again, AWS and cloud computing, they are related with each other. There are certain things what we see in AWS are similar in Linux, and there are certain things what we see in Linux are similar in AWS. So they are, parallel technologies. They are not completely different, right? They are obviously parallel technologies. So if everyone is willing to join or everyone is willing to continue in both the sessions parallelly, well and good. You can simply do this, and in next 50 days, you can finish both the courses. Okay, fine. Now, let us see the definition of cloud computing again, what it says here. If I go to the Amazon definition here, friends, what it says, cloud computing is the on-demand delivery of IT resources over the internet. On-demand delivery of IT resources. What are the IT resources here again? Servers, server operating systems, applications, database, storage. All these are your IT resources. So IT resources over the internet with pay-as-you-go pricing. So this is the whole story of cloud computing, right? You just need to take your resources physically in your company or take the resources from a cloud provider. Is it easy to take physical resources? I'll just take a very simple example here. Imagine, friends, you're traveling tomorrow to watch India versus Australia match. Okay, from India to Australia. Obviously, you have to go in a plane. But just imagine a scenario. You're traveling in a plane from India to Australia, and there are 2 options. So let us say there is only one option. As of now, let us say there is only one option. And that option is you need to buy the plane. You need to buy the airplane, and then you can go to Australia. Now, this is a bit, crazy thought, right? Like you're traveling to some other country and you need to buy the plane and you need to go to that country. That's too difficult for everyone, right? 99.9999999% people across the globe, they cannot buy the plane. What is the other option here? Take a ticket, pay for that particular ticket, pay for that particular seat, and you can travel to Australia. Second option is much more manageable, right? Compared to the first option, no one can buy the plane here, but everyone can take a ticket. Everyone can literally take a ticket and they can simply travel to some other country. In our example, let's say Australia. Buying the plane is something like your own network, your own company's network. It will be very costly. Just buying a ticket is like your cloud. So always cloud is much more easier to take. It is much more cheaper. For how much time you use? You use for like say 2 days, 2 hours, 2 days, 2 minutes, 3 days, 5 days, 1 week, 6 months, 1 year, 5 years, whatever. For how much time you want to use, you can use it. And then you can simply release it or you can simply delete it. So when you're traveling from one city to another city or one country to another country, what you do, you just take a ticket, you go there. You're not owning the plane. You're using the plane. You're simply using the plane for some time. Once your work is done, you just go out of this plane. So cloud computing is something like this, my friend. Okay. So what it says here, this is the, all these airplane companies like Kingfisher or Air India or whatever you have, like Qatar Airways or whatever things you have, whatever companies you have, they are saying you want to purchase an airplane. No, so better come to us, we will take you from India to Australia, pay this much money. And they are charging money from me, they are charging money from you, they are charging money from some hundreds of people, and they are traveling and they are taking us from one location to the other location. This is super cool, right? This is super easy. This is the concept of cloud. Okay, so this is what the cloud is all about. So this is instead of buying, owning and maintaining physical data center servers, you can take everything from AWS. Okay, let us go with one more definition from a different company. This is Amazon. This is Microsoft now. What this says here, see, this is simply put, cloud computing is the delivery of computing services, including servers, storage, database, networking, etc. And this says you typically pay only for the cloud services you use. If let us say 300 people are traveling from India to Australia in one plane, I am one of the person. What I do, I pay only for my place, right? I pay only for my ticket. I'm not paying for the remaining 299 people. But the company, they are charging from remaining 299 people. So they are charging from all the 300 people. They are taking money from all the 300 people. Okay. So we typically pay only for the cloud services we use. In our airplane, I typically pay for the seat that I'm using there. Okay. So this is your cloud computing. Now the $1 billion question here is how we can take these resources. From where we can take these resources? We can take the resources from companies like Amazon, Microsoft, IBM, Google, Salesforce, Citrix. There are different companies available. So we just need to know where exactly these companies are keeping their data centers. By using the internet connection, we need to connect to the data center of Amazon, and from there we can take the resources. Amazon people are not delivering everything to our home. Physical servers are available in their data centers. Physical storage is available in their data center. We just need to connect to the data center and we just need to use the resources which are available in the data center. Okay. So how to connect to the data center? Let's see. Where are the data centers? Let's see. Let me just access my AWS account first. In coming classes, I will show you how to create AWS account. So this is my AWS account as of now. Okay, it is asking me to enter some MFA authentication there. Just a second. Yeah, so the authentication is 569528 something. So I have successfully logged in into my AWS account here, and in this AWS account, I can see here it is showing me some names here, right? You can see clearly it is showing you Northern California, Hyderabad, Mumbai, Singapore, Sydney, Ireland, London, Paris, Brazil. If you come down, there will be many more regions. These are actually the locations, my friend. I repeat, these are the locations from where AWS people are providing cloud services. I repeat, these are the locations from where AWS people are providing the cloud services. So once you log in into your AWS account, the first thing we do here is we need to select a particular region, a particular place from where AWS people are providing the services. Okay, so on what basis we need to select that particular location, on what basis we need to select that particular place, that is what we will understand today. Okay, so this is called global infrastructure. So just go to Google and say AWS global infrastructure. So see here, AWS global infrastructure. So once you go to this AWS global infrastructure here, friends, it will show you all the available regions, all the available data centers which AWS is offering us. Okay, just come down here. Can you see this is your globe? In this globe, you can see there are certain dots which are in green color and there are certain dots which are in red colors. Let us come to our country, India. There are two green dots here. Keep your mouse here. Can you see it is showing as Hyderabad, launched in the year 2022. Other one is in Mumbai, launched in the year 2006. Means AWS people are saying, listen, in India, we have two places. One is in Hyderabad and one is in Mumbai. These are the two places and we are simply offering you our services from these two places. So what is there in Hyderabad and Mumbai? Hyderabad and Mumbai, we have the AWS data centers. And you know how the AWS data centers looks actually? Remember, we have seen a couple of the data centers before. Let me just take you to more data centers. Say this is a data center. This data center is available somewhere in Hyderabad or somewhere in Mumbai. This is your Amazon Web Services data center. What you see here, those black boxes, these are actually known as racks. Every rack will have 20, 30 servers. There are some thousands of racks available in one data center. If there are some thousands of racks available, just imagine how many servers can be there, how much storage can be there. This is not a AI generated image. This is a real image. This is the image inside your data center. And this is only one lane. This is your one lane. Most probably in this data center, there can be some, tens or even hundreds of lanes. This is one lane here. So there will be many more lanes available there. So this is the size of the data center, my friend. Okay. So when you go and check the AWS global infrastructure here, friends, In India, we have Hyderabad and Mumbai. So these are the two places from where AWS is providing the services to their customers. And if you see globally, see here, this is somewhere in UAE, this is in Sydney, and this is in, Malaysia, this is somewhere in Hong Kong, this is somewhere in Korea, this is somewhere in some other city, Switzerland, London, Spain, somewhere in USA, somewhere in Canada. This is your Northern Virginia, somewhere in South America, somewhere in, Africa. We have all these places from where AWS is providing the services. We have all these locations. Now, the big question here is how we can decide to which particular region we need to select. Every region has a data center, and every data center size will be like more or less same. If it will not be exactly same, but still, like, if you talk about a cricket stadium, the cricket stadium that is there in Hyderabad, it will not be same as a cricket stadium which is there in Kolkata, or which is there in Ahmedabad in Gujarat, or which is there somewhere in Australia, or which is there somewhere in UK. It will be different, right? Overall, the conditions will be same. It's a stadium where a cricket match will be played between two teams. Okay, the rules and regulations will remain same, but the size and the capacity can be different. So here also the data center size and capacity can be different. It's not mandatory like, you should have the same size of data centers available in every region. Like, in Hyderabad, AWS people have spent 20,000 crore rupees to build the data center. Maybe in Mumbai, they have spent, let's say 35,000 crore just for, example purpose. So see how much difference is here. So if this much is the difference in the money, obviously there will be some difference in the infrastructure also, right? Right? So these are the locations. So again, the big question here is how to decide which region we have to select. Now, let me just go with the paintbrush here. This is a very important part of our cloud administration. We need to decide to which region we need to connect. We need to decide in which region we need to launch our resources, like a server or maybe a, storage, where exactly our data should be stored. So how to decide? Let's say. So this is your AWS global infrastructure, AWS global infrastructure. So once you go to this AWS global infrastructure, the first thing we need to do here is we need to select a region. So there are many regions there. Let me just write down some regions. Let's say this is one region. This is one more region. And here it is one more region. Let us say this region is our Mumbai region. We call it as region. Normally, we can call it as a city or a country or a geographical location, but in AWS, we call it as a region. So this is your Mumbai region. And let us say this is your Sydney region. And this is, let us go with Brazil region. So see, these are the three regions. Again, the question here is how I can decide as a cloud administrator in which region my server should be running, in which region I need to keep the data. Very simple. For example, imagine friends, you are working for a company like, let's say, SBI, State Bank of India, right? State Bank of India. Now tell me, if State Bank of India is running some servers or some applications, or it is running some data, or it is storing some data, where are the people who are connecting to the SBI application daily? Are they located in Sydney? Are they located in Brazil? No, they are located in India itself, right? The business is for Indian people. SBI is a bank which is specially there for Indian people. So most of the people who are connecting to this SBI application every day, they are living somewhere in India, maybe from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, Gujarat to, let us say, Manipur, wherever they are living, but they are living within India. So geographically, if you keep the application close to your customers, it will be easy for them to access the application. If you keep your application in Brazil, how far is Brazil from India? Let's say around 15,000 kilometers. Can I keep the application in Brazil? I can keep it. But there is a concept called latency. Now, what is latency here? Latency is a very technical term. Latency means it is a time taken by you to reach your application. I repeat, it is a time taken by you to reach your application. For example, if I just go to Google, if I go to this browser and let us say if I access espncricinfo.com, I'm clicking on this particular website. So once I click on this website, say within fraction of second, I'm able to open this website here. Great. This is what we need here, right? But if you are accessing this espncricinfo.com and let us say you're opening this or you're getting this espncricinfo.com after let's say like 20 seconds. See how much is 20 seconds? We even cannot finish our tea in 20 seconds, right? 20 seconds is nothing. But over the internet, my friend, 20 seconds are too much. Just imagine you are accessing the application and it is taking 10 seconds or 20 seconds. This is too much. So in case if espncricinfo.com is taking 20 seconds or 10 seconds, or even let us say 5 seconds to coming up, I will see once, twice, or maybe let's say thrice. Then you know what I'll do? I'll go to Google. Then I'll say, maybe let's say ClickBus, a different website to see all these codes and everything. Okay, I'll say like, okay, fine. This website is coming fast now. So I will not access crickinfo.com from now. I will just go and access this crickbus.com. This is a normal behavior of every person. Like you and me, we do the same thing. So now as a cloud administrator, we need to decide where are the customers. If the customers are in India, then we have to select the Indian location so that, people can connect to the server easily. So if you keep your server in Brazil and if it is taking 2 seconds or 3 seconds, you are losing your customers there. The business will go down. This is a very important part, my friend. Okay. So the customers are in India, so we have to think about the latency. So what is latency here? The time taken by you to reach your application. You just open your browser, mobile phone or laptop or desktop, whatever, and you are accessing some application. So lesser the time to get the application, better the performance. Lesser the time, better the performance, my friend. This is the whole concept of latency. So this is what we need to see. Got it? Now, suppose you are working for a Australian company. Let us say you are working for a bank, Australia Bank. So if you are working for Australia Bank, probably the people who are connecting to the Australian bank server, they are located somewhere in Australia, right? How many people from India are having a bank account in Australia? Maybe some thousands of people, because these people were living maybe in Australia, they came to India on vacation. So maybe let's say 5,000, 10,000, 20,000 people. But all the millions of people who are accessing this server, they are located somewhere in Australia. So what to do now? It is better you select the Sydney or the Melbourne as the region. So latency is the first thing. Okay, now there are certain companies which are like, MNCs, multinational companies. Like for example, let us talk about a company like Netflix. This company is literally in all the countries. Or this, application can be accessible from all the countries and all the people can access, any language and whatever. You know what is there in Netflix, right? Now, where these servers are available, where this Netflix people are keeping servers? Mumbai, Sydney, or Brazil. Let's say if there is an Australian movie releasing on Netflix, so more traffic will be coming from Australia. How many people from India are watching that movie? Or let's say local Indian movie or Indian movie, any Indian movie. Let's say Pushpa. Pushpa 2 is releasing on Netflix, let's say after like 2 months. So if Pushpa 2 is releasing on Netflix after 2 months, where this movie should be kept? It should be kept in the Mumbai region or Sydney region or Brazil region. You know what happens here? Whenever a movie is coming, which is let's say a international movie or a very famous Indian movie, this Netflix people will keep the movie in multiple locations. They will identify from where more traffic is coming. Can we expect Brazilian people to watch any Telugu movie or Tamil movie? Maybe no, right? Maybe they're not aware of the language like Telugu and Tamil, right? So we are not expecting them to watch this movie then. But can we expect people from Sydney to watch the movie? Of course, because there are many people living in Sydney from South Asia, right? India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, China, Afghanistan. These people, they watch Indian movies. Okay. So what Netflix will do here? Netflix will keep a copy of that movie in Sydney region, as well as they will keep a copy of movie in the Mumbai region. In both the locations, they will keep the copy. So Sydney people are connected to the Netflix server, which is running in Sydney, or Australian people are connected there, and Indian people, subcontinent people, they are connecting to the server, which is there in Mumbai. So this is also possible. And they can keep one more in London because, again, in UK, Europe, there are many Indians living, there are many subcontinent people are living there, so they can connect there also. So like this also we can do this. SBI is there within Mumbai, for example. Netflix is there in Mumbai, Sydney, and let's say London and USA and all the other places. So like this, we can identify the traffic, we can identify the request, we can identify the, requirement, and we can simply keep our servers on that particular region. This is your concept of region, my friend. So in AWS global infrastructure, they call it as regions, and the region is actually a location where all the data centers are available. And in these data centers, we are running our applications. Okay. Now, the big question here is how these regions are connected with each other. Friends, if you have any basic knowledge of computer networks, you know this very well that, every computer network is connected by using a physical cable. The distance between Hyderabad or Mumbai and Brazil can be, let us say, roughly. Okay, let me just check it actually. Why to check? Why to say roughly? Mumbai to Brazil distance. Wow, 14,124 kilometers. How much? 14,000. Let's say roughly 14,000 kilometers. Mumbai to Sydney. 10,000 kilometers. This is too big, right, my friend? Mumbai to Sydney, 10,000 kilometers. Approximately 10,000 kilometers. Let me just check Sydney to Brazil also so that we'll get good idea here. Sydney to Brazil distance. I think it will be less. Okay, here also it is 14,000. Wow. See, these are the locations where AWS is having data centers. Now, the next question, what we are trying to understand here is how they are connected actually. So, Mumbai to Sydney, Sydney to Brazil, Brazil to Mumbai, they are connected by using a cable. The cable here is actually known as fiber optic cable. Fiber optic cable. I repeat, the connection between Mumbai and Sydney, Sydney and any region, whatever regions we have, they are using these fiber optic cables to make connections. Undersea cable will be there, underground cables will be there. So they will lay down this cable and they will connect all the regions. And in most of the cases, AWS people will make these connections. Okay, let me just show you some undersea cable. See here, friends, this is some ship. You can see sea there, and you can see ship, and you can see those cables here, the brown color cables. Ash color actually, not brown exactly. Ash color cables. So see, these are the undersea cables. Let me just show you more. See, this is again a big ship. The purpose of this ship is to lay down the cables. So see, all the regions are connected by using what? They are connected by using cables. I just want to show you how big is cloud computing, my friend. Imagine Mumbai to Sydney, the distance is 10,000 kilometers, and Amazon people have a cable connection between Mumbai to Sydney, Sydney to Brazil, Brazil to Austria, Brazil to Mumbai. Already how much is done here now? Already 40,000 kilometers of cable has been laid down. And see how many regions we have here? We have many, many regions here, my friends. See, we have in total 34 regions available. How many? 34 regions available as of today. 5th December 2024, there are 34 regions available. But if you go in history, let us say the year is 2006. In 2006, they started providing cloud services, right? In 2006, there was only one region. AWS people started providing cloud services only from one location, and that is actually this one. Northern Virginia. Can you say launched in the year 2006? Launched in the year 2006. So from 2006 till 2024, there is approximately 18 years. How many regions they have added? They have added up to like 34 regions. Now, why they are adding more regions? The only reason for that is, or the main reason for that is actually the demand is increasing. I repeat, the demand is increasing. So if there is more demand, there is more supply. This is a basic rule of any business. More demand, more supply will be there. So in 2006, it was only one region, but now we have totally 34 regions available across the globe. And when you see this red color dot here, it means it is a coming soon region. For example, if you come here, Thailand is coming soon. If you come here, Taiwan is coming soon. If you come here, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia coming soon. If you come here, Germany coming soon. So as of today, there are totally 34 regions. 34 regions. But you know, 5 more regions will be added, maybe let's say by next year. So by next year, how many regions will be available now? 39 regions will be available across the globe. See, in each region, they are spending 20,000 crores, 25,000 crores, 15,000 crores, 30,000 crores rupees. That's a huge amount, right? So right now, 34 regions are working, and overall it can be like 39 regions by next year. Now, will they stop at 39 regions? Answer is absolute no. They will not stop at 39 regions. What they will do? They will see, okay, now there is more demand. Okay, in India, there is more demand. So let us go to India and let us establish one more region somewhere in, let's say, Kolkata, or somewhere in, let's say, Delhi, or let's say somewhere in Bangalore. They can add one more region in India. Obviously, India is considered as a backbone for the IT industry, right? So they can add one more region in India. Maybe they can add a region in Pune also. Wherever they are getting good offer from that local government, they can go there and they can add a region. Got it? So right now there are totally this many regions. So we just need to select the region and we need to launch our resources. But again, what is the condition to select the region? The first condition is actually latency. Now, the second thing that we need to consider here is services. Whether the services are available in every region or not. I repeat, whether the services are available in every region or not. This is also we need to consider. Okay, so what exactly is this service? For example, let us say, okay, I'll go with a simple example. Let us say these are 3 hospitals, Mumbai. Okay, I'll just say like within Hyderabad city, Hyderabad North, this is one hospital. Hyderabad South, this is one hospital. And say Hyderabad Center, this is one hospital. So there are 3 hospitals in Hyderabad of same brand or same company or same people, whatever. Now see here, friends, suppose you are living in this Hyderabad North location and you went to a hospital. Let's say some other person. Let's take a general example. Some person went to this hospital and this person says, make a X-ray. So what you can do, you can just go to lab section, you can make a X-ray. If the doctor says, make a CT scan. So what this person can do, they can simply go to the CT scan section and they can do the CT scan. But suppose what if the doctor is asking him to do MRI scan? X-ray is very cheap. CT scan is a bit, more than X-ray, but MRI scan is the costliest one, right? So the doctor in this Hyderabad North location is asking the patient to do some MRI scan, but the MRI scan option is not available in the Hyderabad North branch. So what the doctor will do, he will say, listen, MRI machines are not available in our branch. Go to, let's say, Hyderabad Central and make this MRI scan and come back to me again. Come back to me, let's say, after 2 days or 3 days or whatever. So what is this MRI scan here? MRI scan is a service. This service is not available in every branch. This service is available only in few branches because this is a service which will be used rarely. It will not be used every time, right? It will be simply used rarely. So this is what this service is all about. Okay, now let us talk about our technical services. Just for knowledge purpose, I said to get better idea, I said the MRI scan and CT scan so that you can understand easily. But in cloud computing, what are the services? Listen, my friend. If you go to your account, this is your actual account, and if you click on this dots, can you see all these are services? Analytics, blockchain, compute, database, okay, game development, okay, Internet of Things, machine learning, quantum services, robotics, satellites, all these are services, storage, all these are services offered by AWS people. And they will offer you services for different technologies. Like if someone is in machine learning services. Someone is in artificial intelligence, their services. Someone is in storage services. Someone is in quantum technologies. So every service is there, every technology is there, and every service is there. Okay. But what I'm saying here is every service is not available in every place. Let me just go and connect to Hyderabad region. See, I can simply connect to Hyderabad region. No. Last time I was connected to Sydney. Now I'm connecting to Hyderabad region. You can see here, Hyderabad. Now let me just go to the services and let us say blockchain. Blockchain is again a very famous service, right? So I just said blockchain here. So I'm trying to access the blockchain service in Hyderabad region. So once I say blockchain here, see what it says, region unsupported. It says Amazon managed blockchain is not available in Asia Pacific, Hyderabad. Please select another region. Which another region? Northern Virginia, Seoul, Singapore, Tokyo, Ireland, and London. So these are the only 6 regions available where the blockchain technology is there. It is not available in Hyderabad. Okay. If I go and select some other service here, let us say I'm selecting a service as, let's say, satellite. See, again, it says region unsupported. So where are the services? These are the services available only in these regions. It is not available in Hyderabad. And if I go there and select a service like, let us say, Internet of Things. Internet of Things, is it available in Hyderabad? Let us say. I'm just trying to go and see something here in Internet of Things. See, again, the region is not supported. So, but in India, see, Mumbai is there now. Now we have Mumbai region, which is supported for this Internet of Things. So this is the way we can select our region. So there are few services which are available in only few locations. These technologies are relatively very new, right? Artificial intelligence, blockchain, machine learning, these are like new technologies. So as of now, these services are available only in few regions. So we need to go there and select that particular region. Got it? This is the way these services can be selected according to a particular region. Done? Now, the last thing, or let's say the third actually, the third thing that we need to select or we need to decide actually before you select your region is cost. Cost also we need to consider. As a cloud administrator, we need to consider these 3 things. So what is cost here? Let us assume you are taking 100 servers in Mumbai and you are taking same 100 servers in Sydney. Same 100 servers, same operating system, same application, everything is same. For Mumbai or in Mumbai for 100 servers, let us assume you are paying 50,000 rupees per month. Just an example here, 50,000 rupees. But for the same 100 servers in Sydney, probably you will be paying, let's say 38,000 rupees per month. Same 100 servers, same AWS, but see how much is the difference now? 12,000 is the difference in our example, right? So why it is like this? There will be a difference in the cost here, my friend. It will not be same everywhere. You might have seen this actually. If someone is coming from USA or Dubai or some other country like Europe, any European country or Australia, they will bring some electronic gadgets with them, let's say laptop or a mobile phone, because the tax system in that particular country is much lesser. Tax system will be much lesser here or much lesser in that particular country. So what they do there, they simply bring some gadgets from there. So see, 100 servers in Mumbai can cost you 50,000 rupees per month, and the same 100 servers in Sydney can cost you 38,000. So can I do like this, my friend? Let's say my company is in India and my customers are in India. So instead of selecting the Mumbai region, can I select the Australia region so that I can save some money? If you think in this way, what about this first option, latency? Latency will be more for Indian person to reach till Australia, right? So we need to see the cost, but the most important actually is your latency. Latency should be less. And with latency, if you can manage your cost, that is great. but still first latency. And there are certain applications which people are not accessing regularly. There are certain, there is certain file or there is certain data which people are not accessing regularly. So that can be kept in Sydney. So we can keep some servers in Mumbai, some servers in Sydney. We can store some data in Mumbai and we can store some data in Sydney so that we can save some money. Every month we can save some money. So like this, we have to decide here, my friend. So this is the way a region will be selected. I hope it is clear now. Latency, services, and the cost. Fine. Now, moving on. Every region, in every region, we have something called availability zone. What is this availability zone? See, if I say generally data center, you know what is a data center, right? Data center is a place where there are a lot of devices available, lot of physical infrastructure available. That is your data center. So data center, we call it as availability zone in AWS. Okay. So in every region, there is a rule they follow actually, AWS people. They say in every region, they will have minimum 3 data center. So instead of calling it as data center, we are calling it as availability zone. So there are 3 availability zones in Mumbai, 3 availability zones in Sydney, and 3 availability zones are there in Brazil. Minimum 3 will be there for sure, every region. And there are certain regions actually where there are more than 3 availability zones. For example, let us say Northern Virginia. Let me just go here. See, if I keep my cursor on Hyderabad, can you see it is launched in the year 2022. Availability zones are how many? 3. Mumbai, it is launched in the year 2016. Availability zones are how many? 3. But coming to, let's say, Tokyo, see, Seoul, how many are there? There are totally 4 availability zones. 4 data centers. And if you go to Northern Virginia again, how many availability zones? Totally 6. Northern Virginia is a first region. Northern Virginia is considered as the main office or the head office. So it has totally 6 regions available. And whatever services are available, literally every service will be available in Northern Virginia. I repeat, all the services are available in the Northern Virginia. So minimum 3 regions will be there, or maximum it can be like 6. See, there are few regions which are having 4 availability zones. One region, Northern Virginia, 6 availability zones, and most of the regions are having only 3 availability zones. That's it. Okay. Now, let me add one more thing here. If you go and see here, Beijing, you know where is Beijing? It is in China, right? Now, I am sitting in India. In India, if I go there and search for this Beijing region, I cannot find the Beijing region here. I cannot find any region which is there in China. China is also in Asia, right? But see, Hyderabad, Mumbai, Osaka, Seoul, Singapore, Sydney, Tokyo. But can you see any of the region from China? There are at least 3 regions in China. Can you see any region here? No. So we cannot use the China region. Only Chinese companies are allowed from the Chinese territory. They're allowed to go with the Chinese region. And one more is this one. AWS GOV government. So these regions are also not allowed to use. So out of 34 regions as of today, 4 or 5 regions are not allowed. Remaining 27, 28 regions we can use. So we still have sufficient regions there, right? And very soon, like, some more regions will be added. One region is added very soon in New Zealand also. Okay, so like this, the regions will be added in all the locations. Okay, but coming back to the availability zones, so how many availability zones should be there? Minimum 3 availability zones will be there for sure. So let's say this is one AZ, this is another AZ, and this is another AZ. These are the 3 data centers. Okay, and how they are connected? Connection should not be a big deal here, right? They are connected by using cables. The distance between availability zone 1 and availability zone can be, let's say, between some kilometers to like say 100 kilometers. This will be the geographical distance, 100 kilometers. This is your total distance of 3 availability zones. So within Mumbai, Within, let's say 70, 80, 100 kilometers radius, 3 regions are there. And within Sydney also it will be same, and within Brazil and all the other locations, it will be exactly same. So these are the places from where AWS people are providing their services, my friend. Okay, so this is only about your Amazon Web Services. This is only about your AWS. If I go to Google again, let me just come here once. And if I say Microsoft Azure Global Infrastructure, this is your Microsoft Global Infrastructure. Microsoft people are offering, see, can I go and say like explore data centers now? See, as of now, Microsoft people are offering from 60 regions. AWS is still at 34 or 39, but Microsoft people are offering from 60 regions, more than like, 21 regions. But my friend, still AWS is number one. So more branches or more data centers does not mean that is number one. That is Microsoft. No, Microsoft is always at number two position for last 8-10 years actually. From the day they started, checking all this, rankings and all those things, Amazon is at number one place. And how many data centers we have in Microsoft? 300 plus data centers. Coming to Amazon, how many data centers? 108 data centers. Those are your availability zones. Microsoft people, they are calling it as data centers only, but in AWS, we call it as availability zones. So let us explore the global infrastructure here now. So see here, this is our Earth. You can see all the dots there, and you can see all the lines there. Hopefully you can see clearly. All these lines are actually the cables. They're just trying to show you like they are connected by cable. Now let us come to our country, India. And see in our India, we have like some dots here. Let's go to this blue color dot. It is saying South India. You can see clearly south part of India. Where is the location? Chennai is the location. In which year they have opened it? In the year 2015. In the year 2015. And what is the other region here? Central India. It is in Pune. This also is open in 2015. What can you see the white color one here? Hyderabad. Year open, coming soon. So Microsoft people are offering services from Chennai, Pune, and they are already working on this Hyderabad region. So most probably next year, the Hyderabad region will be ready from Microsoft. What about this? So it says in India, geographic, there are two regions which are available. That is Chennai and Pune. And one region is coming soon. That will be in Hyderabad. So this is what, this is your Microsoft global infrastructure. They also have the data centers. They also have the same thing there. But this is your Microsoft global infrastructure. Let me just go and check it once. Google data centers, will they show it or not? They have to show it, I guess. Google is also offering you the cloud services. So say Google infrastructure, or let's say Google locations, regions and zones. Wow. See here, they are offering services from Delhi and Mumbai. You can see clearly here, Delhi and Mumbai, and soon they will add one more in Hyderabad also. 41 regions are there in Google, 124 zones, and edge location and some other things are there. Available in how many countries? 200 plus countries. Same with your Google, Microsoft, and AWS. Done. So this is what we have. So Asia Pacific, we have in Mumbai, we have in Delhi. And there will be something called edge location. Edge locations will be available in some other places also. But as of now, the main regions are this. So see, every cloud provider is offering services, and in every cloud provider, the first thing we have to do here is we have to select our region. So these are the global infrastructure. See, as a cloud administrator, we are not doing anything there, my friend. That is not our responsibility. I repeat, this is not our responsibility to manage a data center. Okay, in case we are lucky enough to get a job in AWS or Microsoft or Google, these companies, then probably we'll be managing the data centers with them. Like for example, there are certain people working there, right? It's not like, some people, someone came from like, Mars, some aliens are managing those things. No. Data center, let me just say inside AWS data center. Okay, probably there are some videos also available. You can just go through this. See, let me just open this. See, someone is working there. Here, someone is working there. Here, someone is working there. Right? People like you and me are working there, obviously. Okay, so if you get a job there, then well and good. If not, anyhow, you'll be getting job in any other company from where you can connect to these people and you can simply manage the resources. So what I'm trying to say here is the physical regions what we have, we are not working in these physical regions, my friend. That is not our responsibility. See, she is working here, and you can say she is connected to some server here, and she is, trying to make some changes there, right? And who is she actually? She is the one who did Linux server administration, some networking, okay, some cloud computing, some storage. She is like you and me. Means the knowledge wise, she is exactly like you and me. She also done the same thing what you're learning here. There is no other separate technology for it. Virtualization, servers, networking, whatever is said from last 20, 30 years, the same technology is there in cloud also. See here? So she's working exactly in a data center. It can be like, Amazon data center or any company data center. Job done. Got it, friends? So this is the way all the data centers are there. Just take some time, just go to Google after completing the session and just try to search for some more images of the data centers. You will see fascinating images. These are like too fascinating to see, my friend. This is not a joke here, right? See, such a big data center. They are offering cloud computing from such a big, 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 big data centers. So we need to connect and we need to access. Our responsibility is, our job is very responsible job. So you should know things properly. Got it? You should know things properly. Okay, so that's it for the day, friends. This was our global infrastructure session. And with this, we have completed all the very basics that we need to cover. In coming classes, we will go with more details of cloud computing and we'll just try to see things that are needed here. Okay, so as of now, I'm here for like 30 more seconds. If you have any doubt, any question, feel free to send your question in chat box. I'm more than available for you, my friend. Okay, and I can see some of you already joined, but for other people like Ravi Kumar and Manu, you can just contact the management on these numbers. Let me just share you the numbers here. These are the numbers here actually. You can contact them on these numbers. Or in case
Okay.
if you need some assistance from my side, you can simply contact me also. No issues.
Okay, sir.
Okay, fine. So this is a cloud computing journey that you have already started. And let's see how it goes in coming classes. As of now, yeah, that's it for the day, friends. Over to you now. Like I said, I'm still here for like 30 seconds. Any questions, any doubts, we will see. Else we'll come again tomorrow for more fascinating things to learn from cloud computing.
Sir, so tomorrow is the expectation is the actual classes will be getting taken. It's like, or the link will be, they'll be changing. Is it something like that?
Or only the link will change. Today class is actually a class only, right? It is one of the main class.
Okay.
So it's not like, okay, we are only learning or we are discussing only about package and all those things. No. Today's session is again one of the most important session for you to understand because you try to understand the overall global infrastructure. So it's not like it's just a demo, it is a actual class, but from tomorrow the link will change. That is the only thing that will happen from tomorrow.
Okay, sir. Sure.
Okay, yeah. Okay, friends. So that's it for the day. We'll meet again tomorrow. Yeah, at same time. Okay, fine. Thanks a lot, friends. Take care. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.